Have you drawn professional inspiration from other women? Who and why?
Yeah, so again, I was blessed to sit in a lot of boardrooms on the other side of the table as a partner at Deloitte. And so I saw a lot of women joining boards. So when I first became the CEO, I sought a few of them out. I won't name them by name, but one of them's the one who said, Cathy, you need to do small things of symbolic value when you become a leader, because then you build trust and you get the harder things like culture change done. And this particular woman called it bureaucracy busters. So like do something that busts some bureaucracy. And at Deloitte at the time, we had a travel policy that for partners, believe it or not, every travel had to be approved. And I always thought it was aggravating when I was a partner, or as I was a partner. And I said, data will always set you free. How many times did we reject the travel? We were approving 99.9999999% of them. I said, take it out. Take out the travel approval. And you know what? The partners were like, Cathy gets us. Small thing of symbolic value to build trust. And that's how you do it. Mm-hmm. Like, just find those things that are aggravating your workforce and then just drive it from there.
Move it out of the way.
Move it out of the way.
EX. How do you balance your personal life, family, home, self-care with such a high visibility and important career?
Yeah, so one of the things that I do, and I forget who taught me this, was I literally, my whole life for a long time has been run by an Outlook calendar. And some days I feel like a stock or bond trader where it's just, so I have my EA put in SMOREs, S-M-O-R, small moments of recovery. Just put them every day in my calendar. It can be 20 minutes, it can be an hour, SMORE. And actually people like who can see my calendar like, what's a SMORE? Small moment of recovery. You can't do these jobs, any job, I think, without these small moments of recovery in your calendar. On the balance side, it's not linear. It's not easy. When my kids were young, they would cling to my leg when I would leave. They would greet me when I came home, and then they became teenagers, and they didn't even look at me when I came home. So it's not linear. There's different ways of balancing at different points in your career. And, and so when I became the CEO on March 15th of 2015, I was announced in November, but I didn't take over in March. And my daughter was starting her senior year. She was an elite lacrosse player on March 17th. And I said, what am I going to do? Like, I want to be there, but I'm becoming the CEO of this big firm. And I did what you should all do. I went to my executive administrative assistant and I said, 100% of your evaluation is going to be based on how many lacrosse games I get to run. My goal is 75%. One, I wanted to do that for the parents that were there to see that a working mom could do this. And two, and I coached basketball, a lot of the girls in middle school basketball. I wanted them to see, even though I now have this big job, that I can do it. And because I had lost all control of my calendar at that point. And I got to 85.2% of her games.
All right.
Only because there were some rainouts. I think I would have got to 100%, but there were some rainouts because it was a focus. And as much as I thought I lost control of my schedule, I didn't. It was just somebody else had to manage my schedule, and you had to set a goal and be focused. So look, I think one of the reasons I became the first female CEO of Deloitte is because I was always able to show that balance. I coached basketball during busy season of an auditor, and what did I do? I went to my client and said, I got to leave for a practice at 6 o'clock. I'll be back on at 8 o'clock, and if you can't handle that, we're not saving lives here. So, and you know what happened? I love this story. I haven't told this story in a long time. I told the client that, who were all men. CFO was a man, the controller was a man, and the assistant controller. Assistant controller had young kids, my kids' age. The controller and the assistant controller said, thank you so much for being honest with us, because we wanted to coach our son's little league team or go to my daughter's dance recital, blah, blah, and we never thought we could do it till you told us you were coaching basketball. Mm. And that you needed to lead, but that you'd be back online. Mm-hmm. So, but you have to be careful too, because with technology today, if people see you online at 10 o'clock at night, they're like a woman left the firm who never worked with me. I didn't know her. And when she left the firm, they said, why are you leaving? And she said other things, but she said, and I don't want to be like Cathy Engelbert. I said, what?
She thought you were working 18 a day.
She thought I was
Yeah.
working because I was logging back on at 10 o'clock after a practice or after putting the kids to bed. So we have to be careful about that too, because I was taking a couple hours, you know, dinner, kids, bed, whatever, and then I was logging back in, and I became cognizant that everybody's watching you. We're all role models to somebody, and you have to be cognizant. That was a slap in the face. I was a senior manager, by the way, back then. I wasn't a partner. But when this young woman left the firm because she didn't want to be me, I was like, a
Yeah,
slap
you
in the
take
face.
that,
And
yeah.
well, I learned how to put appear offline in our IM system. I didn't know that at the time, and appear offline. And but more seriously, I stopped emailing my people at night. I learned how to forward the message to go at 8 a.m. the next morning. I learned a little trick so that they didn't think I was working all the time.